Coach?
First, I just want to congratulate South Dakota on a fantastic season, conference season. It was amazing what they did against their opponents, and obviously the first round game. Obviously, very disappointing first half for us. It's kind of the worst case scenario where you're playing a team that good, that hungry, and we come out flat. You could tell we're kind of shocked at the beginning, but they were able to score kind of at will. We obviously kind of settled in a little bit in the second half. I know they played a deep bench, but they're a very, very good team, and even when we're at our best, you knew it was going to be hard just in general. But they do so many things well. They never beat themselves, and our young team can hopefully learn a ton from this, playing the number 12 team in the country, kind of first time postseason experience for this young group, and I think they have a lot to build on, but obviously they got a taste of what it really takes to be top in the country, and that's a credit to them and what Donna's doing.
Going forward in the next season, you guys have so much talent coming back.
Yeah.
What was the message to the team at halftime and post-game to those young girls, especially on this team?
Well, I think just learning how to fight. I mean, we experienced a lot of adversity this year. Every team does, but I mean, I think we had 8 games that go down to 2 possessions or less, and several more games than that. We were up in the fourth quarter. So this team is there. They have the pieces. We are playing an incredible amount of freshmen and sophomores over the last 2 years as we kind of set the reset button. And I think there's a lot of talent. Obviously, Mariah Murdy, Ella Ogier, you can see it. There's kind of a rawness that they got to keep developing into, but they're really key pieces that can be creative for our group going forward. We have a really good recruiting class coming in, a couple good commitments in the 21 class, so future looks really good. You're right there, but it comes down to winning, and the details are so big, and we found that out time after time, and we weren't able to adjust to it in the last 2 months. But I think the team, you could feel it in the locker room. You felt it for a long time. They want to do well. They have a bright future in front of them, but they're going to have to do a lot of work in this off season to kind of get over the hump there and come out on top.
James, Preston Dakota.
Yes.
Did you try and make some adjustments from the regular season meetings to this time?
Well, I mean, South Dakota just does such a great job. They don't really have a weakness. They're deep, they're smart, they're tough. They can score inside, they can score outside. We really wanted our young group to be focused on just the right mentality of postseason. But, you know, we wanted to do a few things, I think, defensively straight on, but we were a step behind, and it just was score after score after score to start the game. You could feel a little bit of the deflation in there, and then the time just feels kind of like it's running by you when you're on a stage like that for your first experience. So, you know, we kind of went to the 1-3-1 in the second half. You don't really go into this game plan wanting to play that against them because they average 9 threes a game. But we kind of just mixed up putting our bigs down low, and we just wanted to keep it out of the paint. But they shot it very well. I think the last outing they didn't make a 3 against us, and tonight they hit 13. But you knew they were going to be focused on that and being ready to shoot it from the outside. So not a lot of adjustments in summary, but we're just continually trying to grow these young kids.
How will this game serve for those young girls, you know, looking back at this game in the future when these freshmen, sophomores, or juniors, seniors coming back to the Summit tournament? How will that serve a huge purpose?
You know, I know I sound like I'm giving a lot of credit. South Dakota, they deserve it. But they're as good of a team I think our league has ever seen, just top to bottom. I think it just is definitely the measuring mark. I mean, you just see, like, that's the bar. That's the bar of what a team in our league can be like, a mid-major team can be like. And, again, they're a top 20 team in the country. So how do you measure up to them in every category? We didn't show enough resistance. I think we got to get better in the weight room, you know, stronger. And they've got older bodies. We weren't great on the boards. And those were huge things that they capitalized off of. So if you really break down the game, I know it's a big deficit, but if you start breaking down the game and objectively into what it is, so we've got to get stronger, we've got to get a little bit smarter, and we have to create a little more depth on our team.